Thanks for joining. Just wanted to do a recap of my trades for today. I did have 2 losing trades before I had a great winning trade, an amazing trade. This one right here, I was trying to get in at a fair value gap. I saw the wick up that touched the top of the fair value gap. There's an imbalance on the top of that fair value gap, and the next candle, it actually just touched the bottom of the fair value gap, and I thought that would be a solid entry, and I got tapped in, and immediately it went against my favor. It was pretty quick that I was stopped out, so I should have realized that we do have some liquidity sitting above to the left that we were going to take out. So I did have another trade after that was also not a good trade. I think between the 2 losers it was like a $80 loss between the 2, so it was very small, but this trade we did trade up pretty high to, it made some equal highs at a liquidity zone, and we started pushing away pretty quickly. I ended up getting in right at the bottom of that fair value gap that you see on the screen there. So I got in 5 contracts, and it very quickly went in my favor. The wick had tapped the bottom of the next fair value gap that I've highlighted and pushed away pretty rapidly. So it seemed to be a good trade to stay in and hold on to. Even through this consolidation on the left hand side, I wasn't sure if we would hold through that, but again, the wick just tapped that fair value gap and came right back down pretty quickly. So we started to push away, and at this point I'm just trailing my take profit because I'm not quite sure how far it's going to go, and I didn't want it to just to reverse pretty quickly, and I also didn't want it to just tap me out if it goes down pretty hard. So I was trailing that as well as my stop loss, and then what I'm doing is getting ready to sell off part of my, or buy back part of my position. So I bought back 2 of the 5 contracts at roughly a halfway point. And here I'm feeling pretty confident. We have some relative equal lows there that I've got lined out between the 6:30 and 6:47 a.m. candles. So I'm expecting to hopefully come down there. And as you can see, I'm kind of holding my stop up there, like, are we actually going to go down there or are we not? But I just held out on it. So we did take out the liquidity there on the left hand side. From the 6 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. and then we're heading down to the liquidity resting below the 5:30 and 5:45 a.m. where I have the relative equal lows laid out. So looking to hit that zone next. And sometimes it doesn't always hit that zone. It wants to make another relative equal low before it comes back up. But in this case, it seemed like it was pushing pretty hard. So here I'm just continuing to trail, and I've got my stop right at, I believe it was London low, yeah. So London low is where it had hit at 5:15 a.m. And there we go. It struck me out right there. That was a $480 winner, so ended up $400 today in my prop firm account. So it was a good trade. Thanks for watching.